Welcome to Chasing Curiosity TV. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Manila, Philippines nationwide blackout imminent as super typhoon paralyzes grid. The city holds its breath as the sun sets behind a wall of ominous clouds, casting a shadow over millions of lives. News flashes across every screen, warning of an unprecedented crisis. The capital, usually vibrant and bustling, is now gripped by uncertainty and fear. Super Typhoon Amihan, a Category 5 storm, barrels toward the Philippines with relentless force. Winds exceeding 300 kilometers per hour churn the ocean, threatening to unleash devastation on a scale not seen in decades. The storm's eye, vast and unblinking, is locked on the heart of the nation. The nation braces for impact, fearing not just the storm, but the darkness that will follow. Families scramble to secure their homes while others gather in shelters, clutching radios and flashlights. The streets, once alive with the sounds of daily life, now echo with silence and anticipation. The energy grid, already fragile, faces catastrophic failure. Years of underinvestment and patchwork repairs have left the system vulnerable. As the first winds hit, transformers spark and power lines sway, threatening to plunge entire cities into darkness. Experts warn the blackout could last weeks, crippling the economy and daily life. Businesses shutter their doors, unsure when they'll reopen. Hospitals prepare for the worst, rationing fuel for generators. The government scrambles to coordinate a response, but resources are stretched thin. In Manila, panic buying sweeps the city. Fuel, batteries, and food vanish from shelves. Long lines form at gas stations and supermarkets as residents race to stock up on essentials. The fear of running out, of being left in the dark and cut off, drives a frenzy unlike anything seen before. A blackout means no light, no transport, no communication, a modern society brought to its knees. Trains grind to a halt, cell towers go silent, and families huddle together by candlelight, waiting for news. The city's heartbeat slows, replaced by the howling wind and the distant rumble of thunder. But hope remains, centered on one critical facility, the Petron Bataan refinery. This massive complex, nestled on the coast, is the nation's primary source of fuel and power. Its continued operation is vital for hospitals, emergency services, and the fragile grid. This refinery is the nation's last line of defense. Engineers and emergency crews work around the clock, determined to keep the facility running. Every decision, every action, could mean the difference between survival and catastrophe for millions. If it fails, the country goes dark. Hospitals, water treatment plants, and emergency shelters would lose power. The consequences would be immediate and dire, plunging the nation into chaos and uncertainty. If it holds, it powers recovery. The refinery's resilience could mean a faster return to normalcy, restoring hope and stability to a battered nation. Its lights are a beacon in the storm, a symbol of the country's determination to endure. As the typhoon closes in, all eyes turn to Bataan. The nation waits breathless for any sign of hope or disaster. News crews broadcast updates around the clock while families cling to every word, praying for good news. The fate of the Philippines hangs in the balance. In these critical hours, the strength of a nation is tested, not just by the fury of nature, but by the courage and unity of its people. As the storm rages, the world watches, hoping the light will not go out. The Petron Bataan refinery, 238 hectares of steel, pipelines, and relentless energy, stands as the beating heart of the nation's fuel supply. By day it hums with activity, a testament to human ingenuity and industrial might. By night its lights shine like a beacon, illuminating the hopes of millions who depend on its output for their daily lives. But tonight, all that stands between this vital facility and utter devastation is the courage and skill of those within. The refinery stands directly in the storm's path, bracing for impact as a monstrous typhoon bears down, threatening to bring everything to a halt. Inside the control room, engineers and technicians are locked in a tense vigil. They monitor thousands of data points, pressure gauges, temperature readings, and emergency alarms, making split-second decisions to secure the facility. Every flicker on the screen could signal a new threat, and every decision could mean the difference between safety and catastrophe. Outside, the storm's winds roar at over 250 kilometers per hour, battering the refinery with relentless force. Sheets of rain and bolts of lightning turn the night into chaos, testing the limits of the plant's reinforced walls and safety systems. Inside, tension is palpable. Every action is critical. A single mistake could trigger disaster not just for the refinery but for the entire region. The staff's hands move quickly and confidently, operating emergency controls, double-checking safety protocols, and communicating updates in real time. The team's mission is clear: protect the plant, safeguard their colleagues, and ensure the refinery can restart as soon as the storm passes. They huddle around emergency response plans, reviewing procedures and preparing for every possible scenario. As the typhoon intensifies, communication with the outside world falters. Flooded roads and downed lines isolate the refinery, turning it into an island fighting for survival. The staff must rely on their training, their instincts, and each other. For hours, the storm rages on, but the facility's reinforced structures, built to withstand nature's fury, and the unwavering resolve of its staff, hold strong. They stand firm, braving the elements, determined not to let the storm win. Even as power flickers and blackouts sweep through the plant, the team adapts. They work by flashlight, moving quickly through the control center, troubleshooting problems, and keeping critical systems online amid the chaos and uncertainty. This is more than a battle for infrastructure, it's a fight for the nation's future. The outcome here will ripple across the country, affecting everything from transportation to electricity, from industry to the daily lives of ordinary people. Across the Philippines, families watch the news anxiously, hoping for good news. The refinery's survival means hope for millions, jobs, fuel, and the promise of recovery after the storm. As dawn breaks and the storm finally passes, the refinery stands battered but unbroken. The workers, exhausted but proud, know they have done more than protect a plant. They have protected a nation's hope for recovery, resilience, and a brighter tomorrow. Why does one refinery matter so much? At first glance, it might seem like just another industrial facility, a cluster of pipes and tanks on the horizon. But in reality, this single refinery is the beating heart of the nation's energy supply, quietly powering the daily lives of millions. The Petron Bataan refinery supplies over a third of the country's fuel. Every day its output keeps the wheels of the economy turning, ensuring that gasoline, diesel, and other vital fuels reach every corner of the Philippines. From the largest cities to the smallest towns, its reach is felt everywhere. Without it, Manila's streets would empty, transport would halt, and supply chains would break. Imagine a city where jeepneys and buses no longer run, where cargo trucks sit idle at the docks, and where the movement of goods and people grinds to a sudden stop. The impact would ripple across the entire nation. Hospitals depend on its diesel for generators. Lives are at stake. In emergencies, when the power grid fails, it's the fuel from this refinery that keeps life-saving machines running, lights on in operating rooms, and hope alive for patients and their families. Communication towers, emergency vehicles, and relief operations all rely on its output. When disaster strikes, first responders and relief teams depend on a steady supply of fuel to reach those in need, coordinate rescue efforts, and maintain vital communication links. If the refinery can't restart, recovery stalls, relief goods sit idle, and the nation's arteries clog. Highways become impassable, ports congest, and warehouses overflow with supplies that can't be delivered. The entire recovery process slows to a crawl. The refinery is not just an energy source, it's the engine of national resilience. Its workers are the unsung heroes, laboring around the clock to restore operations and keep the country moving forward, even in the darkest times. Its ability to survive and resume operations is the key to bringing the Philippines back from the brink. Each time the lights flicker back on, it signals hope and recovery for millions, a testament to the nation's strength and determination. In a crisis, this fuel is the difference between order and chaos, between life and death. It powers ambulances, keeps evacuation centers safe and lit, and ensures that communities can rebuild after disaster. The nation's recovery depends on Bataan. As long as this refinery stands, there is hope for a brighter, more resilient future for the Philippines and its people. The Petron Bataan refinery story is one of ambition and resilience. Founded in 1961, it began as a modest facility, just 25,000 barrels per day. Decades of expansion and innovation transformed it into the country's largest, most advanced refinery. The 2015 Refinery Master Plan 2 was a turning point, boosting capacity to 180,000 barrels per day and enabling cleaner, higher-value fuels. By producing fuel locally, the refinery shields the economy from global shocks and reduces reliance on imports. It stands as a monument to Filipino ingenuity and determination. More than hardware, it's a strategic national asset. Its legacy is powering the nation's growth and security. Powering a nation of over 7,600 islands is a logistical feat. The refinery's fuel travels by ship to 32 depots across the archipelago, then by truck to over 2,000 service stations. In remote areas, even boats and motorcycles deliver fuel. This network is the country's circulatory system. Precision, coordination, and adaptability are essential. Typhoons and rough seas threaten disruption, so advanced tracking and forecasting keep the system running. The logistics team reroutes and prioritizes deliveries in real time. It's a daily ballet of ingenuity, overcoming geography to keep the nation moving. The refinery's reach is as vast as the country itself. The refinery is more than an industrial giant, it's a pillar of the community. It provides thousands of jobs, supporting families and local economies. As a major taxpayer, it funds public services and infrastructure. By producing fuel locally, it conserves foreign currency and strengthens economic stability. Through the Patron Foundation, it invests in education, livelihoods, and environmental protection. The refinery is run by Filipinos for Filipinos, fostering pride and loyalty. Employees and communities see it as a national treasure. Its success is deeply intertwined with the nation's well-being. Energy must be delivered responsibly. The refinery's RMP2 upgrade enabled production of cleaner Euro 4 and 5 fuels, lowering emissions and improving air quality. State-of-the-art systems monitor air and water, while advanced treatment facilities ensure environmental safety. Energy conservation and efficiency upgrades have cut emissions and waste. The refinery is exploring renewables like solar to further reduce its carbon footprint. Its commitment to sustainability is ongoing, balancing growth with environmental stewardship. The Petron Bataan refinery proves a nation can power progress and protect its natural resources. It's building a greener, healthier tomorrow for future generations. The refinery's true strength is its people. Filipino engineers, technicians, and operators run this complex facility with expertise and dedication. Their commitment to safety and excellence keeps the nation's heart beating. Rigorous training and a culture of safety are embedded in every task. During Super Typhoon Amihan, their preparedness ensured the plant's survival. Many are second or third generation workers, deeply connected to the refinery's mission. They are the unsung heroes, first responders, innovators, and guardians of national pride. Their work powers the Philippines forward. Energy independence is national security. The Petron Bataan refinery is the cornerstone, refining crude oil domestically, shielding the country from global volatility. The refinery is evolving, exploring renewables, biofuels, and advanced recycling. Its modernization is an investment in the nation's future, fueling economic growth and resilience. A self-reliant Philippines can chart its own course, free from external pressures. The refinery's story is the story of the Philippines: resilience, ambition, and pride. As long as it stands, the nation's future remains bright. The heart of the Philippines beats strong, powered by its people, its ingenuity, and its unyielding spirit.